It's November 14th, 1942, deep in the Solomon Islands. On the bridge of a Japanese battleship, lookouts strain their eyes, searching the oppressive, moonless darkness. The sea is a black mirror, silent and vast. Suddenly, a whisper crackles over the radio. Radar contact. The enemy is out there, somewhere in the void. A clock starts ticking. The gun crews have just 7 minutes. 7 minutes until American warships, guided by radar, will open fire with pinpoint accuracy. But the Japanese had a secret weapon of their own, a fledgling technology that most commanders in the Imperial Japanese Navy simply didn't trust: fire control radar. In 1942, their new Type 22 surface search and fire control radar was barely out of the prototype stage. It had hardly been tested at sea, and many veteran officers preferred to rely on the tried and true method: powerful binoculars and the skill of their highly trained lookouts. Radar was seen as unreliable, a delicate instrument prone to failure in the harsh conditions of naval warfare. Why trust a ghostly blip on a screen over the sharp eyes of a seasoned sailor? This skepticism ran deep. To bet the fate of a battleship on this unproven gadget seemed like a fool's gamble. As the American fleet closed in, the Japanese radar operators were hunched over their glowing screens. At first, the pings were faint, indistinct ghosts on the display. The crews, still new to this technology, fumbled with the controls, struggling to interpret the confusing data. Their initial reports were hesitant, filled with uncertainty. The American ships were there, but where exactly? The first salvos from the Japanese guns were fire blind, based on these shaky initial readings. Massive shells screamed into the night, but they were just guessing, bracketing empty patches of ocean. The chaos of battle, the roar of their own guns, and the concussions of near misses from the enemy made the delicate task of tuning the radar even harder. It seemed like the skeptics were right. The technology was failing them. Then everything changed. Through the noise and confusion, an operator finally managed to get a solid, unwavering signal. A lock on. The data streamed to the fire control computers, which began to churn out precise firing solutions: bearing, range, and speed. The gun turrets swiveled, their movements now guided not by human eyes, but by invisible radio waves. When the order to fire came again, the result was stunningly different. The shells didn't just fall near the enemy. They found their mark. Explosions lit up the horizon, revealing the silhouette of an American cruiser, struck with devastating precision. Another salvo, and another hit. The once dismissed gadget was now a decisive weapon. In those few crucial moments, a risky gamble paid off spectacularly. The Type 22 radar, once a source of doubt, proved to be a powerful force multiplier. It completely flipped the script for night battles, an arena where the Imperial Japanese Navy had previously excelled due to their superior night optics and training. Radar leveled the playing field and then tilted it. It allowed them to see in total darkness, to strike with an accuracy that was previously unimaginable. What began as a whisper on a radio became a thunderous roar of naval gunfire, hitting its target. Beneath that black Pacific sky, in those 7 tense minutes, a silent revolution in naval warfare had just sounded its arrival. The age of electronic warfare had truly begun, changing the face of combat on the high seas forever. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into naval history, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories like this one. See you next time